If you're looking for the best memory card, here's a list you must see. We made this list based on our personal preference and sorted it based on the features, prices, quality, durability, and reputation of the manufacturers and customer feedback. Also, we've included options for every type of customer. So let's get started. At the first position of our list, we think the SanDisk 64GB Extreme Pro SDXC is the best option we tested for the majority of memory card users. It offers impressive write speeds, logging a high speed of 88 MB/s in our test. This is enough speed for serious photography hobbyists that like to capture RAW images or record 4K video. You can also rest assured devices, like certain camera drones, that require higher speed cards to function will be satisfied with the SanDisk 64GB Extreme Pro. Notably, it manages to achieve these speeds while avoiding the high price tags of the fancier UHS-II cards. While the SanDisk 64GB Extreme Pro is a bit pricier than the average memory card, it isn't particularly expensive. However, that extra price brings the extra speed and, with it, the peace of mind that a lagging card isn't going to cause your camera drone to malfunction or to ruin your next photography session. For those that want a card they don't have to worry about, the SanDisk 64GB Extreme Pro SDXC is a perfect choice. Moving on to the next at number 2 with SanDisk 64GB Extreme Pro Micro SDXC. We've been impressed with SanDisk's Extreme Pro line, and the MicroSD version is no exception. For those seeking a microSD card for pretty much any use, the SanDisk 64GB Extreme Pro Micro SDXC is our first recommendation. We measured a top-tier write speed of 86 MB/s, making this card perfect for everything from expanding tablet or phone storage to capturing high-quality imagery. It conveniently comes with a converter, so it can be used in either standard or microSD card slots. There's a cost for the performance of this card. The SanDisk Extreme Pro Micro SDXC usually costs slightly more than the average micro SD card for the extra speed. However, we feel the extra expediency will be well worth the additional cost for most people. The number 3 position is held by SanDisk 32GB Ultra SDHC. If you have fairly basic card needs, 1080 video recording, non-RAW photography, or similar, you likely will need huge storage capacities or extreme speeds. That's where the SanDisk 32GB Ultra SDHC comes in. It provides enough firepower for common tasks while keeping costs significantly less than faster cards. They cite that the card can handle shock forces, water, temperature extremes, and won't be affected by the X-ray machines at the airport. The lower price comes with some trade-offs. While the speeds are adequate for most uses, they aren't sufficient for some advanced camera drones. If you like to shoot burst images in RAW, the speeds will also slow you down. That being said, we had no issues recording 4K video with this card, as long as you're not looking to complete data-intensive tasks. The SanDisk Ultra SDHC provides a low price for reliable performance. Next at number 4, we have Samsung 32GB EVO Select Micro SDHC. A multitude of devices, like security cameras, dash cams, or storage-depleted phones and tablets, can benefit from an inexpensive and reliable micro SD card. The Samsung 32GB EVO Select Micro SDHC fills the need almost perfectly. Our test measured its write speed at 35 MB/s, which is fast enough for basic data transfer and capturing 1080p HD video. We found it was even fast enough for capturing 4K video, and it does all this at a relatively rock-bottom price. Like most reliable manufacturers, Samsung certifies the card as shock, temperature, water, and X-ray proof. The one time we found the EVO Select's speed to be limiting in our testing was during the burst shooting of high-quality RAW images. It could only keep the shutter chugging along for about 3 seconds before it got bogged down. Faster cards we tested were able to double and sometimes even triple that figure. As long as you're not shooting RAW images, the Samsung 32GB EVO Select Micro SDHC is a great choice for budget-conscious micro SD card shoppers. The number 5 position is held by Sony TUF High Performance SDXC UHS-II. If you're constantly testing the speed limits of your cards by taking many RAW images in rapid succession or recording lots of 4K video, it may make sense to upgrade to an ultra-high speed Class 2 UHS-II option. If that's the case, we can't recommend the Sony TUF High Performance SDXC as Roman 2 enough. This card reached a blazing write speed of 250 MB/s in our test, significantly faster than the other US Roman 2 cards we tested and quicker than even the best USA cards. To top it all off, the card is built more ruggedly than most others on the market. Sony claims it is 18 times more bend resistant than standard cards. It is also one of the few that sports an independently certified I68 dust and waterproof rating. With that, they claim you could submerge it in a meter of water or bury it in the sand without compromising its effectiveness. Sony even offers free file rescue software to help recover accidentally deleted photos from the card to its customers. All of this performance and speed comes at a correspondingly high price, with this being one of the priciest cards we've tested. You'll need US Roman 2 compatible devices to fully take advantage of its high speeds. However, the card will work in any SD card device. This might mean buying a compliant card reader or buying a camera whose price is well into the quadruple digits. That said, if you're in search of the fastest card possible and already have US Roman 2 compatible equipment, the Sony TUF High Performance SDXC US Roman 2 is sure to please. The number 6 position is dominated by Lexar Professional 1800 64GB Micro SDXC US Roman 2. If you have a specialized US Roman 2 compatible device that requires a micro SD card, the Lexar Professional 1800 64GB Micro SDXC US Roman 2 is our top recommendation, reaching write speeds of up to 125 MB/s in our test. It is the fastest such card we've tested. This allowed it to easily perform the recording of 4K video or capturing burst RAW images. Apart from the high price inherent in all US Roman 2 cards, this card's main weakness is that it fills a very narrow niche. Devices with US Roman 2 compatible micro SD card slots are few and far between, meaning you'll likely be using the included standard SD converter more often than not to access the high speeds. In those cases, we found that full-sized US Roman 2 cards are much faster, so you might want to just use one of those instead. However, if you want a super fast card that can be used in both micro and full-sized SD card ports, the Lexar Professional 1800 64GB Micro SDXC US Roman 2 and its included converter is a great choice. Just remember, you won't be able to unlock top speeds when using it in most micro SD ports. Moving on to the next at number 7 with SanDisk 128GB Micro SDXC for Nintendo Switch. Boosting the internal memory of a tablet or phone is perhaps one of the most useful abilities of a micro SD card. And sorry, Apple users, you're out of luck here. If that's why you are shopping for memory cards, look no further than the SanDisk 128GB Micro SDXC for Nintendo Switch. Not only can it store games on its gaming device, but it can also store movies, music, and photos on phones and tablets. Thanks to the 86 MB/s write speed and even faster read speeds, you won't be left waiting to upload media to or access media from the card. It offers high-capacity options at relatively economical prices. The downside that is most significant to the SanDisk 128GB Micro SDXC for Nintendo Switch is that it doesn't come with a converter for using it in full-size card readers, meaning it can't pull double duty in your camera unless you separately buy a converter. However, if you're sure you'll only be using it in your tablet or phone, it's nice to not have the converter as another piece of plastic to deal with. The number 8 position is held by SanDisk 64GB Extreme SDXC. If you're looking for a high-speed card that is a bit friendlier to the wallet, the SanDisk 64GB Extreme SDXC is a great compromise. It logged a respectable 70 MB/s write speed in our test. It might not be as fast as some of the upper-tier models, but we found this to be more than sufficient for recording 4K video. It was also able to keep the shutter moving for 6 full seconds when shooting RAW images in burst mode, making it suitable for advanced photography as well. While you can save some by opting for this card over a higher level one, the savings are relatively small, to the point where most people will likely want the extra performance cushion provided by the slightly faster cards. However, if you're in need of a relatively fast card and you want to save a few bucks, the SanDisk 64GB Extreme SDXC will serve you well. Next at number 9, we have PNY Elite Performance 32GB. The PNY Elite Performance 32GB was a decent all-around performer in our test. We measured a maximum write speed of 40 MB/s. which was fast enough for recording video in 4K and burst shooting RAW images for about 5 seconds before the card started to buffer. Though this performance is good enough for most applications, it doesn't quite live up to the name. While we like the PNY Elite Performance, given its speed, we do feel it is a bit overpriced. There are significantly faster cards available for similar prices, if you're able to find it on sale. However, the PNY Elite Performance may present a good value. Finally, the number 10 position is dominated by Lexar Professional 1000x32GB SDHC as Roman 2. The Lexar Professional 1000x32GB SDHC as Roman 2 offers an above-average write speed of 56 MB/s, as measured in our test. This is comfortably above average, and we had no issues with 4K video and RAW image burst when using this card. This card belongs to the faster as Roman 2 class and is priced accordingly. Unfortunately, in our test, its performance did not live up to that pedigree. While it is reasonably fast, we tested slower ASI cards that are more capable and nearly twice as fast, as well as Roman 2 cards that are almost 5 times as fast. Therefore, unless you can find the Lexar Professional 1000x32GB SDHC as Roman 2 on sale, there are much better values available. That's all for today. We upload tech product review videos every single day, so don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for the upcoming video notification.